So here's the thing. Women vastly underestimate how much work it takes to get things right. That's what men don't get wrong. Men don't underestimate how much work needs to be done to be a well-rounded man. Not every man is going to come through. Not every man is going to get the work done that needs to be done to be that type of dude, to be him. Not every dude is going to get there. But at least they know that that's what it takes. And someone's going to come up short. Someone's going to pull through. But at least they know. On the other hand, what do we know about women? Women are emotional. We have to protect their emotions. What happens to women throughout their life? They get lied to by friends, family, co-workers, relationship partners, and people to coddle their emotions to not upset them. And we're not saying they're lied to about every single thing, but a lot of people, women don't even tell each other the truth. Women don't even tell each other the fucking truth. Women have hoe friends, bro. They don't tell them that, but they know that about their own friends. They don't want to hurt their own friends' feelings because women are very emotional. So, this is what father figures are for, to teach their daughters young. And a lot of women today don't have that. So, they get lied to. This is not good. This is not good. So, women being lied to leads to destruction. How could they know any better when they don't know any better? How could they know any better when they were not told the right ways of doing things, the right ways of being? How could they possibly know? Most women out here today running around don't know, bro. They don't know. It's because they were never told. Most of the guys they dated couldn't tell them shit. Most of their friends would not tell them stuff. Family? Nope. Nobody. So how could they know? But that's the issue. This is why so many things are a mess today. That's why so many things get overlooked. And women vastly underestimate how much work needs to be done to make a relationship work. Women wonder why men don't want to commit to them today. And it's because of who they are. Women aren't told you have to earn a man. You have to earn marriage. In fact, women with their beauty can attract men. They can get men, but there's a whole other difference between getting a man, getting the man you want, and keeping the man you want. They're totally different things. Totally different. So, this has women of today scratching their heads. What is wrong? I can't get a man to commit to me today. I can't get this. I can't get that. Well, why do you think? Why do you think? Something's obviously not right. Something's obviously wrong. So, that's where make or break time happens. And most women today don't want to be held accountable. they don't want to take accountability for their own actions and behavior. So they don't change. So they don't get the man they should be with. So they end up in not such a good situation because the men they want are out of their league. The men they want is the men they want. They want those men, but those men don't want them long term because of what is happening. And women also don't want to settle for less. Like, that's the thing. You hear them all the time saying it today. I'm not settling for less and all this stuff. Well, a man's not going to settle less for you either. So who is you to say I'm not settling for less? A man's not going to settle for you either if you do not come correct, if you're not the woman you're supposed to be. That's the thing. But they were never taught this. They were told men are easy, get a man, do all this stuff. They can get the men. Can they keep them? It's a whole other thing. And yeah, men are attracted to beautiful women. Most men is going to take up on a beautiful woman. But long term, it depends. It depends on her. It depends on her behavior. They were never told that. That's why I'm saying they vastly underestimate how much work needs to be done to get, keep, and maintain a solid, healthy, happy, vibrant relationship that's going to work, that's going to last. That's what's overlooked. And I'm telling you guys, you cannot tell most women these things. You can't do it. Most men will just leave. Things happen. I'm out of here. They just leave because of what is happening. And then you see the women right online. Oh, everything was so good and he told me all this stuff and then he just left. He just ghosted. Changed his mind. Without saying anything. He never said anything. Yes, he didn't say anything. He didn't tell you the truth. He didn't tell you the truth because he knows deep inside you cannot handle the truth. You can't handle to hear what he's going to say, hence why men don't say much to women. That's the issue. And like I said, I made a video on this exact same thing before a long time ago. And I'm here to sharpen the tools in the shed to say this once again. Because I remember talking about this in a video before on a topic just like this. Like, this is the downfall of modern day women. Most are fatherless. Most did not have a father. Most were never told how to act, how to be a lady, how to treat a man because they didn't have a dad to even treat. They didn't have a dad to treat because the dad wasn't there. A dad didn't treat them anyway. They didn't treat their dad anyway. That connection was not there. So they grow up with delusional thinking. And women typically use their beauty to seduce, to suck men in. Women of today, that is what they do. And then you see the results. As time continues to go on, you see the results. So, for beautiful women to get men, piece of cake. For beautiful women to get and keep a man is a whole different thing. It's a whole different skill set. Your beauty will up front get you a man, but your beauty will not hold any weight as time continues to go on. You have to be the real fucking deal. And if you're not, a man is not going to tell you that, at least most men. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you you're not the real deal. They're just going to leave. They're going to see the problems. They're going to see the issues. They're going to see the things that are taking place. F this. This is a mess. She's messed up. She's effed up. That's the way most men think. And they're going to fucking leave. So, women revert to thinking that the man was the issue. So once again, women continue to live their life thinking that that man was the issue, when in actuality, she's the reason he left. So she still doesn't take the accountability. She still doesn't have the willingness to like do that type of work to be better. This is the problem of most and majority of modern day women. Factual facts. How many have you guys talked to and you just knew, oh hell no. Oh hell no. And I don't even know what it is today, bro, about like, obviously fatherless homes, fatherless households is a big an issue, but I don't know how there's this much damage that's been done. Like, I don't understand how it's got this fucking bad. I even have dudes messaging me saying how good things were going with the girl and all this stuff, and all of a sudden, it is not. Because her true colors have shown. The truth is always going to come to the light. That's for sure. And this leaves us with saying that, you know, women just think if they can get a man, they can keep a man. If they can get a man, well, it's going to work, and it's going to be this, and it's going to be that. But it's only the beginning. There's a long way to go. Everybody has to prove themselves, because women go into situations, think the man has to prove himself to me, which he does. They forget about them damn selves. And most women think they're better than most men. So they just think every man is going to stay. Every man is just going to be there because she's pretty. When in actuality, a good man is not going to stay just because you're pretty. He is not going to do it. So this is where accountability comes into place. And when most men see the truth, when most men see what's at stake, they just leave. They just get away. They're just gone. Because they know what's at stake is something different, man. It's something different. And most men feel it's not worth it to stay in that type of situation. And not every woman is the same. People have different issues. People have different problems and stuff like this. But most women cannot even stop themselves from talking to like multiple men at once. It's usually the damaged ones. Because they don't even trust themselves to keep a man. They don't have the confidence, and they revert to hating men because they can't keep one. But it's not going to sound nice, but you got to point the finger at yourself. You should hate yourself for who you are and learn to love yourself and who you can become. We can't start hating people who are actually in the right. We can't start hating people who are actually healthy, who actually know what they're doing. Self-love is important on everybody's end in today's world. That's for sure. So that's what needs to take place. There's no excuses. And as a woman or as a man, you have to come correct. That is completely your responsibility. Nobody else's but yours. Most women cannot fathom that thought. They think their beauty is going to hold so much weight. They're going to get that man and he should just accept her. He should just love her and all this stuff, regardless of how she acts, regardless of how she behaves. But that's the main thing. That's the pivotal point. Beautiful women can get as many men as they want to sleep with them. But that's you getting used and abused and tossed to the side. That's all that's doing. And that's no flex. Some women want to flex. Oh, I got this man to fly me out. I got this man to fly me out. A millionaire flew me out. And you flew back to it, didn't you? Because he ain't keeping you around. And that was not his plan. He flew other people out too. That's what he did. Men are not going to keep around something that is not supposed to be around. At least well put together men who have done that type of work. Women who are not well put together, they'll never understand. And they vastly underestimate how much work it takes to even be close to tolerable to earning a man of value. A man who can work tooth and nail, created himself, did all that type of shit. It's going to take a lot of work, which they don't want to do. They just want to stay in that place in their mind and just think the way they think and be the way they are and think nothing's wrong. Nothing, no. And they're just going to continue to be the way they are and it's the way they think and all this stuff and they're doing all this shit, but that's the problem. It's most women today. And even the situations that I see that get presented to me from other dudes that I literally have full insight into, I see it all take place. And they're very similar situations. Very similar. The better guy you get, the better you're going to have to be for that better guy. It has to be earned. That better guy has earned you by getting better himself. That's how that works. At the end of the day, bro, like, people's going to align with where they're at and with what they want. That's what's going to happen. Like, you want good, you have to be good. You have to get good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And that is the way the world works. This is in reality. This ain't no dream. This ain't no fairy tale. This ain't no fake believe. This is real life. Women have to wake up to that real life. Women have to wake up that, yes, you have to be impressive for an impressive man. That is impressive. You have to be impressive. You can't underperform. You cannot be entitled. You cannot act however you want. And your beauty is going to carry a lot of weight in the beginning. That man's going to, because that's the very first thing a man looks for. Is she pretty enough? And I can't explain to you guys what is pretty enough and what isn't, but I'll tell you guys this one thing. There's a look that every guy has in his eye where if he sees a girl that he finds like really attractive like that, he's going to look more than one time. He sees it, he sees that thing and he's going to look at that thing. He's not going to see it and just continue on and whatever else. He's going to be looking. He's going to be looking at that thing. If you can get a man to look at you that type of way, your looks has now got you in the door. After that, it's going to be what rears its head as time continues to go on. If he's going to want you long term or if he's not going to want you long term at all. And who's that on? It's not on the man. It's on you. And like I said, guys, most women, majority of women, drastically overlook that. And they just think a man's going to accept them for whatever the fuck. And it's just not how it works. Maybe a man that has almost little to no value. maybe a man like that, if that's what you would prefer, and let's say you're a pretty female, you could probably get something like that. You ain't gonna get the dude you want. Unless you become what the dude wants in a woman. Because he has earned his way. He has become that thing that you want so bad. So you have to become the thing that he wants so bad, that he wants in his life long term. This is how it works. And I don't make these rules. I'm just reporting them. That's it. I think, and I'm saying this because I just think this is the biggest struggle today, from what I've seen throughout my entire life, for women in general. The biggest struggle for them. And there's women right now, bro, some of them in their 30s, and they're struggling pretty hard. They just can't get the dude they want. Not knowing that they're not the woman that dude wants. You have to become the woman that dude wants. Maybe your looks are there, other things aren't. It's on you. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Get ready and tune in for the next. With that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.